Liverpool may still be sitting at the top of the Premier League, but this past week has truly tested their resolve. In just 4 days, the team suffered 2 defeats, raising serious questions about their form and future prospects. Injuries to key players have only added to the pressure, while fans and pundits alike are scrutinizing Arne Slot's rotation policy and tactical decisions. Even some of the club's biggest stars are under the microscope. Today, we'll break down what's gone wrong for Liverpool, what their head coach had to say after the loss to Galatasaray, and why club legend Jamie Carragher is questioning whether Liverpool still look like a top team. Let's dive into the details of this turbulent period. Liverpool's Champions League journey to Istanbul ended in disappointment as they lost 1-0 to Galatasaray. What was most concerning wasn't just the result, but the way Liverpool played. Every time they lost possession, the team looked vulnerable, with Galatasaray finding it far too easy to create scoring opportunities. Only the heroics of goalkeeper Alisson Becker kept the scoreline from being worse. This isn't the first time Liverpool's defense has looked shaky this season. Just last weekend against Crystal Palace, similar issues were on display, with the team struggling to deal with simple balls played in behind. These recurring problems have left fans worried about the team's defensive stability moving forward. For the Galatasaray match, head coach Arne Slot faced tough questions about his rotation policy. He explained that some players miss preseason and simply can't play every game without risking injury. Slot emphasized that the increasing demands of modern football force managers to rotate not out of choice but necessity. However, this constant rotation seems to be disrupting Liverpool's rhythm on the pitch. To make matters worse, the injury list is growing. Hugo Ekitike left the field with a suspected hamstring problem, and while the club remains hopeful, his status is uncertain. The bigger concern, though, is for Alisson Becker, whose fitness is now in question. Liverpool's depth and resilience are about to be tested like never before. Liverpool fans held their breath as Alisson, the team's reliable goalkeeper, made a routine save but immediately signaled to the bench that he couldn't continue. After receiving treatment on the pitch, it became clear he was unable to carry on, forcing a substitution that no one wanted to see. Manager Slot later confirmed the worst fears. Alisson is almost certain to miss the crucial upcoming clash with Chelsea. Slot's words were blunt, saying, "If my player is on the floor 9 times out of 10, I fear the worst." For Liverpool, losing their first-choice keeper at such a critical moment is a huge setback, and the mood around Anfield quickly turned anxious. As if the injury news wasn't enough, Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher delivered a scathing assessment of the team's current form. He didn't hold back, claiming Liverpool are not playing like a top team, but rather in a chaotic end-to-end style more reminiscent of basketball than football. Carragher pointed out that last season's structure and discipline have been lost, replaced by a lack of defensive cohesion. His sharpest criticism was reserved for new signing Florian Wirtz, who, despite his hefty price tag and high expectations, has struggled to adapt. Carragher argued that Wirtz's presence is disrupting the team's balance, making Liverpool look uncharacteristically messy and unbalanced on the pitch. But what exactly is going wrong for Liverpool? The problems start at the back. With Robertson out and Trent Alexander-Arnold having left, the defense has become a patchwork of replacements. Connor Bradley and Kirk are filling in at fullback, but there's no consistency at center back, leaving the back four looking fragile and disconnected. Moving into midfield, manager Slot has been forced to shuffle players to accommodate Wirtz, but the chemistry just isn't there. Szoboszlai, a key figure last season, is now out of position, Mac Allister isn't fully fit, and Gravenberch, while promising, can't fix the balance alone. The result is a team that looks nothing like the disciplined champion side of last year. Start with Liverpool's reliance on their goalkeeper Alisson. He's been nothing short of outstanding this season, pulling off 3 or 4 world-class saves nearly every game. While that's impressive, it's also a warning sign. No team can expect their keeper to perform miracles week in, week out, and it's simply not sustainable over a long campaign. This heavy dependence on Alisson highlights deeper issues within the squad, especially defensively. As the season wears on, cracks could widen if the team doesn't find more balance and protection for their number one. It's a situation that's making both fans and pundits uneasy. Frustration is bubbling among Liverpool supporters. Some, like a fan from Plymouth, have even suggested the club should have sold stars like Mo Salah and Virgil van Dijk, claiming they're past their prime. While most would call that an overreaction, it does show how emotions are running high. Salah in particular hasn't looked his usual self. Last season he benefited from a stable right-back in Trent Alexander-Arnold and a dynamic midfield partner in Szoboszlai. This year, those familiar patterns are missing and Salah is still adjusting to new partnerships. Without that rhythm, his threat has diminished, and it's up to manager Arne Slot to find a setup that gets the best out of Liverpool's highest-paid player. Where does all this leave Liverpool? Despite leading the Premier League and boasting world-class talent, their performances haven't matched their position in the table. The team looks too open defensively and overly reliant on individual brilliance to get results. And the challenges keep coming. Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge this weekend, then Manchester United at Anfield after the international break. These are massive fixtures that could either steady the ship or deepen the crisis. Manager Arne Slot faces tough choices. Should he stick with Florian Wirtz, rebuild the defense, and protect key players like Alisson and Ekitike as they recover? One thing's clear, Liverpool are at a crossroads and the next few weeks will be crucial for their season.